So good morning, I am Carla Gila Visitorian from BS Economics Second Year College, and this is my video about the nature of volleyball from the subject of PE that we want.
Another chance for Katie Static.
So, volleyball is a game played by two teams, usually of 6 players on a side, in which the players use their hands to bat a ball back and forth over a high net, trying to make a ball touch to the court within the opponent's playing area before it can be returned. So, the volleyball, by the way, was invented by William G. Morgan in 1985, a physical director of a Young Men's Christian Association or YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts. So, it was designed indoor sport for a businessman who found the game a basket too big.
Volleyball was invented by William G. Morgan, the Director of Physical Education at the YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Morgan had attended the YMCA's Springfield College, where he'd met James Naismith, the inventor of basketball. After graduating, Morgan continued to work for the YMCA and soon took the position of Director of Physical Education in nearby Holyoke. Having noticed that the speed of basketball made it too challenging for weaker men and older athletes, Morgan set about devising a new game. Drawing on basketball's original aims of being a sport that could be played inside with minimal physical contact, Morgan later wrote that tennis occurred to me, but this required rackets, balls, a net and other equipment, so it was eliminated. But the idea of a net seemed a good one. Naming his game Midterm, Morgan took a year to refine the rules before staging an exhibition match at the 1896 YMCA Physical Directors Conference at Springfield after impressing the director of the Professional Physical Education Training School, Dr. Luther Halsey Gulick. The game received a very positive reception from the delegates, including from Dr. Alfred T. Halstead, who suggested renaming the game to volleyball to better reflect the objective. After the positive response to the exhibition game, Morgan continued to experiment with the rules, firstly by raising the height of the net and then by trying different types of ball to achieve the optimum weight and speed. Sporting goods company A.G. Spalding and Brothers eventually created a new type of ball that achieved this perfect balance he was seeking, and within a few years, Morgan's game had begun to spread around the world.
So Morgan called it Minsonet, and so a professor from the Springfield College in Massachusetts noted that volleying nature is a play and proposed a theme of volleyball. So the origin rules was written by the Morgan and printed to the first edition of the official half-book or handbook of Athletic League of the Young Men's Association of North America in 1987. And there are 4 components of volleyball. The first one is the service, second one is the setting the ball, third is the reception, and the fourth one is the spiking. So, service, the first contact that starts every rally is called a serve. The player who serves is called the server. Usually, a server uses one open hand to swing overhead and send to the ball over the net of the behind line. So less experienced players may be served underhand with one closed feet. The purpose of the volleyball serve is to disrupt the opponent's offense. The server's goal is to make a tactical serve which increases chances for you defense to stop the opponent's offense. So now let's get to the underhand serving. The second component is reception. So intercept and control a ball towards another companion in good condition to play it. Low balls are received with the forearms to the front of the height and waist and high with fingers. So over the head. In other cases, more spectacular moves are needed. So it is common to see the player throwing the ball In iron, abdomen by stretching the arms to the ball pad in hand instead of the ground and to avoiding the points. And the third component is the setting. So it is the second step of passing, and it can be done to either dump the ball over into an undefendable spot to set, or the ball into a position that allows the hitter to spike it over. If the ball set inches away from the net, the hitter has the flexibility to hit anywhere they want. So the ultimate goal with setting is to get the ball in a toucher or attacker. So the game is about your attackers getting skills. So, and the better the set, the more likely the attacker will get the kill to score. And the last component is the spiking. It is the act of scoring a point by slamming the ball over the net into the opposing court effectively and aggressively. So in many ways, the mechanism of volleyball spiking is not altogether different from the act of slam dunking in the sport of basketball or smashing in the sport of tennis. So in conclusion, the volleyball can also be a zone of strengthening the cardiovascular and respiratory system. So volleyball can be a great help to the circulation in more blood, oxygen, and nutrients into the body, as well as to enhance your energy levels to improve your overall well-being. So it can also be developed a hand-eye coordination and the fast moves. The physical activities interior in playing volleyball will strengthen the upper body and arms, the shoulders, as well as the muscle and the lower part. So as you can see, playing volleyball improves your cardiovascular and respiratory system. So what are you waiting for? Let's play now.